There is a desire that arises in certain lifetimes that is not your ordinary kind of desire. We're very familiar with ordinary desires. They're part of the perpetuation of life form. The desire to eat serves the continuance of the life form. It's a natural desire. It's found in all kingdoms. And it's fine. But this desire for true freedom, desire for real fulfillment, which appears in your lifetime, you probably have an image in your mind of who you are. Some image that's been learned by looking in a reflecting glass every day of your life and saying, that's who I am. And this is my name. And this is what I want to happen today. And this is what I'm afraid won't happen today. And this is what I wish hadn't happened yesterday. This is the practice that most people go through every day. This is the religion. You know, we talk about our religions and our spiritual practice, but this is the real practice. And because it's so widespread, it goes overlooked. It's not thought of as a practice. It's thought of as reality.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
So that image that you have of yourself is an object in consciousness. It's a subtle mental object in consciousness, just as this chair is a physical object in consciousness. You are not an object. You are the awareness of all objects. You have always been here as awareness. The objects that appear in awareness come and go. In the practice, in their worship, in the identification of yourself as an object, you experience suffering. Great pleasure, pain, and suffering. There is the absolute certainty that you can recognize yourself as non-objective reality. Absolute certainty because you are already that. And because it's nothing you have to learn, nothing you have to rely on the mind to deliver. You have always been that, regardless of how the objects have changed, have come and gone. You as awareness has been present through it all. This particle that is appearing in this continuum of consciousness, this quanta that's called you, conscious of itself as that. How is that consciousness at play? What is being discovered? Then we all have a gift to give each other. And we aren't limited by our definitions of ourselves as Americans or Europeans or women or men or students or teachers. It's a conversation, it's an experiment, it's an inquiry. It's an individual and a collective inquiry. I don't believe it's ever been done. I don't believe that that's what spirituality has been in the past. In general, spirituality has been about learning how to do some things and how to feel better and how to act better. There's nothing wrong with that, just like there's nothing wrong with Isaac Newton's view of reality. It actually sets the stage for a deeper conversation, a deeper view. You have heard you are radiant light. You are God's child. You're free. You're safe. But to hear it, even to understand it, to believe it, to memorize it, to hope it's true, is not enough. It has to be discovered directly.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try.
Silent awareness is alive in you. Not silent awareness that is in opposition to noise or speaking, but silent awareness, absolute silent awareness that includes everything, even including the thoughts that you have about who you are. The thoughts that you have about who you are not who you are. They are thoughts that appear in who you are. You are silent awareness. I've used the word silence for many years, but I realize there's it's so easy to mistake the meaning of that.
You said I am the devil, boy.
Then it becomes silence in opposition to speaking, or in opposition to action. And it's not that. It's silent awareness that is aware of all speaking, all action, and aware of all non-speaking, non-action. So it is the resolution of all dualities. Not in opposition to any duality, but the resolution of duality. That's the core message, the core invitation. Then our time together is really spent pointing to that and discovering, what does that mean then to you? If it's not something you learn or believe in or remember, which I advise you not to, but something you actually discover, what does that mean to your life? How does that reveal itself? This moment, stop right where you are. Stop all effort to get whatever it is you think will give you fulfillment. Whatever it is you think will give you truth. All that is required is one instant of truly stopping.
Some call lovely word, some call lovely faith, but she's in my home. And she's just
When the mind's activity is at rest, there is fulfillment, there is peace. What we imagine as fulfillment has to do with lack of pain or more pleasure, lack of conflict or more peace, more acknowledgement, more love. This is all what can be imagined, but true fulfillment cannot be imagined. utterly simple. The results are, well, they reverberate through your life for the rest of your life. But it takes enormous courage. It takes giving up everything you think yourself to be, everything you think you've got, everything you think you might lose if you don't hold on to it, every state you think you've acquired, every state you hope to acquire in the future, everything you hope to become, everybody you think has done you wrong or right. Every score you've yet to settle, business to complete, forgiveness to do, all of it. The play is over in one instant, just over. And then, as you are conscious and it's over, you tell the truth. What's left? What's still here? Does it have a bottom? Does it have a top or beginning or an end? Then the mind is actually turned toward exploring the unknown rather than accumulating known. There's a conversation, heart to heart, that doesn't need a checklist of, are you saying it right? Are you feeling it right? Are you understanding it right? Are you doing it right? A conversation that just is unknowable. A discovery that in the willingness to have that conversation, there is already a wisdom and an intelligence and a beauty and realization that simply in your willingness to be reveals itself. So when I say stop, I am not speaking to the truth of who you are. I'm speaking to the activity of mind. And there is a stopping point to that. That stopping point actually occurs many times in a day, but it goes overlooked in our conditioned reflex to pay attention to thought, and then thought, and then thought, and overlooking what remains unthought, the depth, the truth of oneself. So tell me, who are you? What is your life? And what can it teach us as you?